Now on Good Morning Northwest, airport workers struggling to feed their families while working without pay. Now their absence is forcing massive flight cancellations nationwide. We're taking a look at the ripple effect and how it's affecting travel in and out of Spokane.
And our pattern changing pretty quickly today from wet weather to dry, but windy and colder. We'll take a look at what you could expect with changes this weekend.
Local college students choosing between feeding their families and focusing on their studies. We look at how bad the problem is and how you can help. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Friday, November 7th. Welcome to it. We're going to kick things off today with meteorologist Matt Gray and a look at that forecast. Some of us waking up to wind, a little bit of rain.
Yeah, we had a lot of rain overnight last night. Even had a thunderstorm up at Bonners Ferry now. Just a couple little snow showers up at the Selkirks this morning. And yeah, gusty winds, which are still ongoing around the region. So it is going to be a bit of a windy start. Let's show you those winds now, especially on the West Plains. We have been gusting pretty good. Our sustained winds at 20 miles an hour. We've seen pretty consistent gusts into the 30s. Same goes for as you work your way down onto the Palouse around Pullman and Moscow. Little bit less wind as you head further north into some of those more sheltered valleys here. So mainly this is a Columbia Basin type situation to as far to the east as around Coeur d'Alene. We're going to see some sun today. That is going to be nice, and I think that'll balance out kind of the chilliness you'll feel from our damp air from the leftovers of the rain last night and from the gustier winds that we're going to see through the day as well. So temperatures in the 40s as we head through this morning, and we'll end up in the upper 40s to right around 50 degrees for this afternoon. After all, it did get a cold front last night, so we're not going to see too warm conditions, even with that extra sun. Winds will begin to calm down as we head into tonight, and that will begin the start of some changes that I want to keep you aware of for the weekend and beyond. We'll take a look at that coming up.
Matt, thanks. Concerns today about chaos at numerous major airports as the airlines are forced to cut back on a number of their flights.
At least 1,100 flights canceled today, all because of the government shutdown and airport staffing concerns. The airlines say they will notify passengers on canceled flights, but how this all plays out appears very much still up in the air. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio has our story.
This morning, flight reductions at 40 major airports are beginning to take effect. The FAA has ordered airlines to reduce flights at so-called high-impact airports by 4% this morning. That will gradually increase to 10% of flights by next Friday. Airlines not following the rules will be hit with a $75,000 fine per flight over the limit.
This is going to be huge. So on a given day in the U.S., there might be 100 to 200 flights canceled. This is going to be 4,000. And mind you, it's not just canceled flights. Because of these canceled flights, there's going to be thousands more delays as well.
The FAA says the air traffic reduction is needed for safety because of the shortage of air traffic controllers and TSA agents during the government shutdown. They're being forced to work without pay, and many are calling out sick. American Airlines beginning today will cancel about 220 of its 6,000 daily departures. Delta is canceling 170 per day, and United fewer than 200 per day through Sunday. Multiple airlines are offering refunds and free changes for impacted flights. And while travelers are frustrated,
my sister and I both were planning on going there and flying to Raleigh and surprising our parents. So it was definitely, disappointing.
Airport workers are struggling.
When I call out, I tell them the truth. Can't afford childcare. This is enough to hold over for maybe another week.
Another major issue during the shutdown is government food assistance. A federal judge yesterday ordered the Trump administration to provide full SNAP benefits to states by today. The administration had previously said it would use emergency funds to only partially fund the benefits. The administration is appealing the judge's order, once again leaving nearly 40 million people who rely on SNAP benefits in limbo. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
And here at home, we're taking a live look at Spokane International Airport this morning. Right now they're saying they're not sure if any of those flights to and from Spokane will be impacted just yet. Spokane not on that big list of 40 airports that are seeing those flight reductions. And a check this morning shows just 4 canceled flights, though, and no delays. Not clear right now if these are direct results of those staffing shortages. Still, many travelers are worried about planning future trips, especially with holiday travel coming up.
If you're going to travel somewhere to see family or you're just going to go on any kind of trip, I was thinking about taking my wife to New York City for like a Christmas trip, and I don't know, with all this going on, it's not really something I'm going to be putting my money into.
Travelers we spoke to say they hope the government shutdown will end soon so they don't have to worry about any of their flights being canceled. And the government shutdown isn't just affecting air travel, but food assistance as well. As we just heard, a federal judge has ordered the Trump administration to deliver full SNAP benefits to states by today.
And while the Department of Justice is appealing it, families all over the Inland Northwest are stuck in limbo, struggling to put food on the table. Partners Inland Northwest continues to see a growing need for food in our community. In the last 2 weeks, it's seen a 40% increase in the amount of families it's serving. Governor Bob Ferguson has dedicated a little more than $2 million a week to fund for food banks. Between that and donations, Partner says it does have more food to give out.
Received the funding for Spokane County. That was $121,000 approximately for this week. We've used that funding to buy about 25 pallets of food.
But the organization says this is not a perfect system. Food banks have to buy food first and wait to be reimbursed by the state. On top of that, the money still doesn't buy enough to meet the demand. It says with the uncertainty surrounding SNAP benefits, it continues to need help from the community.
The Spokane Colleges Foundation is asking for donations for its food pantries. The foundation says it's seen an increase in demand at Spokane Falls and Spokane Community College, saying right now some students aren't worried about their studies and are more focused on what they're going to feed their children. Writing, our students are working to further their education and their careers, but no one can be successful at college if their basic needs are not met. You can find a link to donate to the Spokane Colleges Foundation. It's up right now on KXLY.com.
We are following some breaking news. The U.S. military has carried out another strike on alleged drug smugglers in the Caribbean, killing 3 people. That's according to Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth. In a statement, Hegseth said the vessel was trafficking narcotics in the Caribbean and was struck in international waters. The military has killed 70 people in 17 boat strikes since the start of September as part of what President Trump describes as his war on drugs. But some lawmakers, as well as human rights groups, have criticized the operations, saying that the alleged traffickers should be prosecuted instead of being targeted with lethal strikes. Good morning. Northwest time is now 6:07.
Checking back in with meteorologist Matt Gray, taking a live look outside this morning as the sun's coming up.
Yeah, sun is coming up over the LC Valley this morning. We're going to see a lot more sunshine today and still windy, but not as windy as some areas saw last night. I've got some new wind reports in coming up.
And from Subway sandwich to courtroom drama, a man's food-throwing protest leads to a 3-day trial and 7 hours of jury deliberation. The verdict that has people talking coming up.
And from resignation in disgrace to presidential pardon, Tennessee's former House Speaker avoids prison time after a Trump intervention. The 5-year timeline of scandal and conviction. The story's coming up next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by VECU, your local not-for-profit credit union.
During our Veterans Day sale, save up to $16,250 off or 0% APR on new 25 GMC Sierra 1500 Denali's. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
There's a special cleaning sale going on now at Parisian Rug Spa. Wash away dirt and grime on your treasured rug. At Parisian Rug Spa, we have a thorough 8-step hand-wash finish process to get your valuable rugs clean, odor-free, and looking like new. It's more than washing. It's disinfecting, pet deodorizing, rug repairs, refringing, and reweaving. Going on now, up to 20% off rug washing services. Come see us today. Parisians, the quality rug washing experts.
We've collected thousands of warm winter coats for this year's Coats for Kids campaign. The coats have now been cleaned thanks to Alsco. If you know a child in need of a warm winter coat, go to KXLY.com/coatsforkids to find a distribution location near you.
We did it together. Thank you to the hundreds of people who donated to Coats for Kids at a Goodwill store this October. Your endless giving warmed our hearts and will help warm hundreds of children this winter. Thank you.
Escape to Mistaqua Casino Hotel, just north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Enjoy the region's only non-smoking casino, featuring exciting ways to win, delicious food options, and a beautiful hotel to book your next getaway. Relax, rejuvenate, and discover more fun with our hotel amenities, including a sparkling pool, modern fitness center, and a convenient ski locker room designed for guests heading to the slopes. Plan your perfect staycation and book today at Mistaqua.com.
Tylenol is the #1 doctor-recommended brand of pain reliever. It's backed by decades of rigorous, credible research. From doctors, nurses, and pharmacists to moms, dads, and caregivers, they have all put their trust in Tylenol.
AutoNation's Black Friday used car event starts now. Shop over 25,000 used cars at AutoNation.com. All priced to sell with 0 down. Plus, make no payments till next year. Save your cash for the holidays. Hurry to AutoNation today.
During our Veterans Day sale, save up to $15,000 off or 3.9% APR on new 25 GMC Sierra 2500 HD Denali's. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:11, and here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. The White House says President Trump pardoned former Tennessee Speaker of the House, Glenn Quesada, yesterday. Quesada was recently sentenced to 36 months in federal prison on fraud, money laundering, and conspiracy charges. Quesada and his former chief of staff were convicted in May for conspiracy to commit theft from programs receiving federal funds. The White House says the Biden Justice Department, quote, over-prosecuted the case. Quesada resigned from the Tennessee House of Representatives in 2019 following reports that he used racist and sexually explicit language in text messages.
The jury made it clear they had no appetite for charges against the man accused of pelting a federal agent with a sandwich. Sean Dunn admitted throwing the sandwich at the agent during President Trump's law enforcement surge in D.C. over the summer. His action becoming a symbol of resistance. Dunn becoming known as the sandwich guy. The agent testified the sandwich, quote, exploded all over his uniform. But the defense said he was full of baloney, showing a picture of the wrapped sandwich on the ground, mostly intact. After 7 hours of deliberation, jurors yesterday found the prosecution's argument did not cut the mustard, finding Dunn not guilty.
Imagine being on the jury for that case.
Oh, boy.
Script of the year with all the puns at the end there. This morning, breezy weather, dry conditions, and we'll see some sunshine. So I tell you what, already, I think things are looking up for the forecast here on this Friday. We'll see gusty winds continue throughout the day. Probably not as gusty as last night. I'll show you that coming up. But sunny conditions continue through the afternoon. For tonight, calming winds. That'll allow us to get chilly again. I expect our lows to be down towards freezing with areas of fog.
Good Morning Northwest time right now is just about 6:13.
And paying it forward to parasport athletes up next. The 4 News Now Extreme Team's latest project that renovated a special spot for Spokane's adaptive sports community. We'll show you how it turned out.
First, we need to take a break, but as we do that, we're going to show you a live look at Spokane International this morning, where we're tracking flight delays and cancellations in light of the government shutdown. We'll let you know how it's looking all throughout the morning. We'll see after the break.
Can spending actually help you save? I'm Kirsten O'Connor with 4 News Now. On the next Money Saving Monday, we're talking cashback credit cards. I'll show you how to choose the right one and make every purchase count. Monday on Good Morning Northwest.
The Tiguan is here and it is turning heads. Luxury meets functionality with new styling that includes elevated interior design and smarter tech. Take a test drive at Post Falls Volkswagen, home of 0000.
It's a 4-day 4-wheel drive sale at both Cal locations. As Cal loads up the lot with tough, loaded SUVs and trucks. And for 4 days only, drops their prices by $400.
Plus, giving you an extra $400 for your trade-in.
And $44 down is all you need.
When you live in the beautiful Northwest, then you better own a 4-wheel drive.
And today through this Monday, it's the best time to get a new 4-wheel drive at Cal.
Need a new garage door?
Sorry.
Give us a call today.
You've got a big day, and you need to smell fresh. That's why the all-new Unstoppables gives your clothes a 24-hour non-stop freshness. So no matter how long the day goes, you
can't stop this power, this walk, this pose, this strut, this look, this talk.
Unstoppables Fresh. Smell unstoppable.
DJ Mickey and his friends invite you to an adventure that's off the charts. Only at Disney on Ice Let's Dance. Enjoy a special holiday sing-along pre-show included with your ticket. Playing Spokane Arena November 14th through 16th.
The weather is not looking pretty out there. Be prepared to hunker down because you're probably going to be stuck inside for a while. We've got another hour of news.
Snow like a pro this winter with Kubota. Get your Kubota and snow implements at any of our 5 Adams Tractor locations or visit us online at adamstractor.com.
Looking for space, style, and serious performance? You'll find it all in the Volkswagen Atlas. 3 rows equals room for everyone. And turbocharged power means this SUV is built for fun. Take a test drive at Post Falls Volkswagen.
Monday Night Football, Eagles-Packers at 8 on ABC and ESPN.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:16. All week long, Mark Peterson and the 4 News Now Extreme team have been hard at work upgrading Parasport Spokane's facility.
Yeah, it had been missing a spot for athletes to relax and recharge after some tough games and practices, but not anymore. Here's Mark and the grand reveal of the newly renovated space.
If you've ever wondered what Parasport Spokane athletes look like, this is it. This project was for them. We rebuilt the library, we rebuilt a hockey room, and it has been fantastic. This process literally started from the ground up. We did the carpeting, and then we had to do the walls. We did the ceilings with new lights. Walker's Furniture gave us the furniture. Merrimack Metal, the whole wall that they donated. Coming in, we had all of the booths from Spokane Booth, the computers, all the paint from Rada Miller Paint. I mean, it was a ground-up fight, and it went wonderfully.
It's amazing. It's way better than I thought could ever think of. Blown away. Just amazed how you kept the space wide open for all of us wheelchairs to come in and talk and hang out.
I talked about Skip quite a bit all week, but no one knew who he was. Well, it's Teresa's dad. He's 80 years young, and he's making delicious smoothies that are recovering smoothies for all of these athletes.
Just to have that opportunity here and be able to encourage more people to come in here, more of the community to enjoy this space with us.
All right. I think we've done a great job. I think that everyone here was amazing while we did our work, so nice job, everybody. At Parasport Spokane, I'm Mark Peterson for the 4 News Now Extreme team. Have a great week ahead.
Oh, it turned out so great.
It looks awesome.
It looks amazing.
Yeah.
And we got to hear the story of Skip.
And now we know who Skip is.
Yes, love it.
Yes. I kind of want a morning smoothie now.
Yeah.
From Skip.
Yeah, right.
Oh, boy. It is windy, or it has been windy.
It has been windy. It was a windy night. Maybe the wind woke you up. I think there's a few folks who could probably say that. Yeah, so new reports just came in from the National Weather Service. Look at Tico. 58 miles an hour. That'll wake you up in the morning, and probably some of that wind, because we were just talking with Robin about how she had some branches down in her neighborhood. I'm sure that rolled right up into parts of Spokane and Kootenai County as well as we headed through the night. So that was about 1 or 2 in the morning. Freda, windy as well, along with Dusty down in Whitman County. Pullman, Lewiston, Coeur d'Alene, Spokane all got a decent burst of wind as well overnight. This in Bonners Ferry, this was just at 4 in the morning because there was a pretty vigorous little thunderstorm that came through Boundary County here. And look at all the lightning that was coming down in the Selkirks, and yeah, quite a end cap to what has been a very wet week of weather across the inland Northwest. Not expecting anything close to that today. Things are pretty nice as that wet weather has gone ahead and moved on. And it'll still be windy today, but not nearly as windy as some of what I just showed you from last night. Still, we could see some gusts in the 30s throughout the day, especially during the midday and early afternoon. Winds begin to calm down considerably as we head towards 7, 8, 9 o'clock. That's going to open the door for us to see cooler temperatures tonight than we've seen in a little while. For this afternoon, upper 40s and low 50s with those gusty winds, some sunshine. It's going to be a nice day. Just need a little windbreaker. And then as we calm down, areas of fog, and our temperatures get much cooler in the upper 20s and low 30s around the region. One thing I am a little worried about for this weekend is if our winds really calm down, so they're like 1 or 2 miles an hour, basically calm, which is a possibility. We may end up under one of these inversions again, like we saw at times last week, which means we'll be stuck in the fog. It may not see a whole lot of sunshine, especially in our northern valleys, but also potentially for Spokane and Coeur d'Alene as well. I do have some optimism that maybe our winds will be just enough that we won't have to deal with that or just have to deal with fog in the mornings. But anytime you have high pressure parked over the region like this time of the year, that is a good indicator that things can get a little bit cloudy and gloomy. So fingers crossed that does not happen. We will see a slight chance of a shower on Monday. Nice look at Veterans Day, and then rain coming in for the end of next week.
All right, yeah, it was really windy for some of us, and man, yeah, leaving behind all the branches and the leaves and fun stuff.
Yeah, a lot of leaf pickup, I think, going to be going on.
Yeah.
Raking this weekend.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be nice for it, though. There's that.
There's that. Matt, thanks. Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:21.
Well, from winless to first place in one season, the Cheney Blackhawks complete one of the most dramatic turnarounds in local high school football. How a new coach built a champion mindset, next in Morning Sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Kyle with Bill's Heating, here to take a look at your furnace.
I thought you guys were teamed up with Gonzaga. Where's the basketball player?
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. We do have Davis Fogel on standby.
Standby?
Oh, yeah. Whenever one of us needs him, we just shout his name.
What?
Watch.
Whoa, it's like magic.
Actually, he just made me wait around the corner.
Exactly. It's magic.
Call Bill's Heating and AC today.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya, with rapid relief at 4 weeks. Many people experienced remission at 1 and even 2 years. Some saw 100% visible healing of their intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Tremfya now offers self-administration from the start. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
We've collected thousands of warm winter coats for this year's Coats for Kids campaign. The coats have now been cleaned thanks to Alsco. If you know a child in need of a warm winter coat, go to KXLY.com/coatsforkids to find a distribution location near you.
Your locally owned Papa Murphy's is proud to be a sponsor of Coats for Kids this year. Papa Murphy's would like to thank the community for their generous coat donations. Stop by any Papa Murphy's, grab a pizza, and stay warm this winter.
One call, that's all, means we take care of everything after your car wreck.
From dealing with insurance companies to helping you find doctors and repair shops,
Craig Swap and Associates made the whole process so easy.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
In celebration of Veterans Day, 4 News Now and BECU would like to honor those who've served our country. Go to KXLY.com. Submit a photo and a short write-up on a veteran or military member. 4 News Now, honoring our heroes. Brought to you by BECU.
Are my 5 morning alarms a metaphor for everything else I'm putting on, like my laundry or my 768 unread texts?
I'm just your dermatologist. You don't want all of this showing up on your face. Try Hydro Boost.
Neutrogena, weightless hydration that goes deep.
In a small town where football means family, the Cheney Blackhawks are writing their own story, one that's built on belief. This team is defining who they are and what they stand for.
That's probably the most rewarding thing for me, is just seeing these kids get to experience winning. It's pretty cool.
Graham came to Cheney after years of coaching at EWU. He traded college stadiums for Friday night lights, took over a winless team, and wanted to build something different.
Championship mindset in the classroom, in the community, the hallways, in the weight room, and the kids bought into it, and we're hungry to do that and wanted it, and they've done it.
Players like Mason Stinson, GSL's leading receiver, fully bought into the mindset.
And our saying has been 1-0 all season, so we just focus on one game at a time, and just everyone just trusting each other. And I think all the coaches just made us believe, and I think that led to our success a great bit.
That brotherhood is what drove Cheney's quick rise from last year's 3-7 record to the top of GSL 3A at 8-1, their best season in a decade.
There's nothing like it. Just being out here with your boys, just giving it everything you got, trusting them, knowing that they've got your back and I've got theirs at all times. Working with them through the summer really just helped us grow that brotherhood out.
We talk about the hallways and the classroom. Watch out for each other. Take care of each other. We're going to have arguments. We're going to have some scuffles out here, but at the end of the day, we're all one family, and that's a big part of what we're doing.
Cheney's story isn't just about a comeback. It's about building something real. Reporting from Cheney, I'm Mia Green, 4 News Now Sports.
Wow, what a story.
Impressive.
That's really cool.
Cool for them. It's now 6:25.
November brings the year's best deals on everything from kitchen appliances to TVs. And after the break, Consumer Reports reveals which products offer the deepest discounts right now.
Plus, a levee failure threatens public safety in Shoshone County. The sheriff's office faces hundreds of thousands in cuts after voters say no. How it could affect drug investigations and your safety next. And as we go to break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, Royal Reckoning. Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, the man formerly known as Prince Andrew, receiving a request from the House Oversight Committee calling for him to appear for an interview as part of their ongoing probe into the convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
We're willing to go anywhere and go to him to actually get our questions answered.
This morning, Congressman Robert Garcia, who's leading the committee, is speaking out to GMA.
Our ask is that Andrew has an opportunity right now to come clean about what he may know, about information he might have about Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, and about other people that could have been involved in these horrific actions and crimes. And so there is an opportunity for him to do the right thing.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll tell you how Andrew and the palace are responding this morning. With your GMA First Look, I'm Mola Lengi, ABC News, New York.
From the moment you took your first breath, you had something to prove. And boy, did you ever. Roads worn, clocks punched, sweat mopped, up and down, back and forth, over and over and over again. And when it was finally time to enjoy it all, COPD thought it could stop you. Well, COPD never met someone like you. You kept right on going. Breztri has 3 medicines and 1 inhaler with better breathing starting within 5 minutes and helps prevent flare-ups. Now that's a COPD maintenance treatment that works as hard as you do. Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Can't afford your medication? AstraZeneca may be able to help. Ready to take back your breath? Ask your doctor about Breztri.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
With depression, it feels like every day you're just going through the motions. But what if you could get your go back? Go with Auvelity. Auvelity worked fast. Some saw relief in as early as 1 week. And Auvelity lasted. On average, significant relief was seen at 6 weeks. Antidepressants may increase suicidal thoughts and actions in young adults. Tell your doctor about sudden changes to mood, thoughts, or behavior. Don't take Auvelity if you have a history of seizure, eating disorder, or have abruptly stopped drinking alcohol or taking benzodiazepines, barbiturates, or anti-seizure medicine. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Don't take if you are allergic to dextromethorphan, bupropion, or any of the ingredients in Auvelity. Don't take with MAOIs. High blood pressure, manic episodes, serious eye problems, and dizziness can occur. Report all medicines you take to avoid a life-threatening condition. Don't take Auvelity if you are or may become pregnant. Side effects can include dizziness, headache, diarrhea, feeling sleepy, dry mouth, sexual function problems, and excessive sweating. Ask your provider about Auvelity. Go with Auvelity.
These dishes just aren't getting clean.
Problem isn't your machine. It's likely your detergent. I recommend switching to Cascade Platinum Plus. These new pods dissolve completely and have Dawn, breaking down up to 100% of tough stuck-on foods. Cascade Platinum Plus.
At Move Fitness, our job is to get you moving using things like high-energy fun classes, motivating, knowledgeable trainers, and the best variety of workout equipment in the region. And you can get it all for around $1 a day. Join the movement.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:30, and we're kicking off this half hour with the 4 News Now story tracker and a story that could impact your travel plans.
The Federal Aviation Administration has ordered a 4% reduction in flights at 40 airports nationwide. It began at 3 this morning. Airlines preemptively canceling hundreds of flights ahead of the order. As of 4:30 this morning, more than 1,100 flights have been canceled. That's 4 times the number of U.S. cancellations a day earlier, according to data from tracking website FlightAware. Federal officials say reducing the number of flights will make flying safer. The ongoing government shutdown has forced understaffed air traffic controllers to work mandatory overtime without pay.
And yeah, have you heard of vibe coding? Well, it's Collins Dictionary's word of the year for 2025. Vibe coding is a form of software development that involves using artificial intelligence to turn natural language into computer code. The UK published dictionary chose vibe coding at a time when AI is playing an increasing role in our daily lives. The dictionary's word of the year back in 2023 was AI. Both of these entries, technically 2 words. Some bad vibes there. Good morning, Northwest. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Friday, November 7th. Meteorologist Matt Gray here with our first alert forecast.
And it was pretty gusty last night and really wet last night around the inland Northwest. And so that leaves us with, well, some breezy conditions here this morning. We are still seeing sustained winds in the 20-mile-an-hour range in the Spokane area. A little bit less in many other places where it's a little bit more sheltered, especially in North Idaho, more sheltered from some of those winds that come sweeping across the flatlands of the Columbia Basin. But regardless, it is going to still be somewhat breezy today and a whole lot drier than our recent days as well. The wet weather from last night is all moved off into Montana. We've got a couple of showers in the Cascades, but I'm expecting those to kind of hang in the mountains here for the rest of today. There has been a little bit of winter mix in Snoqualmie Pass this morning, but so far no major road impacts, and I doubt there will be as we are under a drying trend. Lots of sunshine today. Once again, still going to be breezy, but you know what? Not too bad. Temperatures in the upper 40s into the low 50s for this afternoon. A nice looking Friday, but what about the weekend? We'll take a look coming up.
Matt, thanks. After another round of vote counting in Spokane County elections, the race for the city council position continues to tighten.
For Spokane District 1, position 2, incumbent Jonathan Bingle still leads challenger Sarah Dixit, but by just 68 votes, or less than 1%. Both parts of the Together Spokane initiative are still on track to pass. 55% of voters saying yes to the Parks levy and just more than 61% saying yes to the Spokane Public Schools bond. That one needs a 60% supermajority to pass. The Elections Office will release another round of votes later today. We'll keep you updated.
The Ferry County Sheriff's Office says all of Ferry County is experiencing a power outage. It started before 10 o'clock last night and is impacting Ferry County PUD customers. The Sheriff's Office says there is no ETA right now for when power will be restored. It says you do not need to contact them to report an outage. It also asks that people be mindful of their call loads as dispatchers are currently experiencing, and only contact them if you have an emergency. We also have one school closing this morning due to a power outage. The Coeur d'Alene Tribal School is closed today.
Voters struck down a public safety levy in Shoshone County, leaving an agency struggling to make up hundreds of thousands of dollars in budget shortfalls. The Shoshone County Sheriff's Office asked voters to pass a public safety levy after the county commissioners cut a significant chunk of its funding. And it warned a levy failure could mean cuts to safety and the progress it's made on tackling major crimes in the area, like drug trafficking.
It's a rough situation at the moment. A lot of guys are taking this more personally. It affects them, their families. They worry if they're going to have work here in a few weeks.
This comes as the Sheriff's Office has already seen 2 key administrators resign. It's sheriff and jail captain. Captain Seth Green says they are waiting to name a new sheriff before making any major moves, but they've already had to pause some things while they focus on administration, things like some major investigations. Crowds gathered last night in Louisville, Kentucky to remember the victims of Tuesday's fiery UPS cargo plane crash.
13 people have now been confirmed dead and several people remain missing. Here's ABC's Molan Lanky.
Today with you, just with you two with a heavy heart.
In Louisville, a vigil to remember the victims of Tuesday's UPS plane crash.
We are here to help and support each of the survivors, each of the families who are in grief.
13 people are now confirmed dead. Most of them killed when the plane crashed into this industrial area. 2 victims killed on the ground have now been identified as Luis Nesfedon and his 3-year-old granddaughter, Kimberly, who were visiting the scrapyard near the airport to collect metal. In addition to the 13 killed, at least 9 other people are missing.
Did everybody make it out? No. What do you mean, no? No!
Sean Garber says at least 3 workers were trapped inside his scrap metal recycling facility.
2 of the ladies were in their mid-30s. One of them, unfortunately, fortunate at the time, but now was pregnant.
One of them was pregnant?
Yes.
UPS also identifying the 3 crew members killed on the plane. Captain Richard Wartenberg, First Officer Lee Truitt, and relief pilot Captain Dana Diamond. Investigators now combing through the half-mile-long debris field for clues, extracting evidence from the charred flight data and cockpit voice recorders. The plane was about 450 feet off the ground, going 210 miles an hour when it crashed. And more video of the crash. The explosion has emerged. This dash cam video shows the 34-year-old plane's right engine still intact. This image of the engine on the runway, obtained by our affiliate WHAS, could yield even more clues. The plane, an MD-11, is part of an aging fleet. It recently underwent extensive maintenance. WHAS reports those issues include a crack in a fuel tank. Well, UPS and FedEx still reportedly fly dozens of other MD-11s, but the NTSB says it has no immediate safety concerns about those planes. Mola Lengi, ABC News, New York.
November is a great month for deals as retailers compete for your holiday shopping dollars. We're working with experts from Consumer Reports Test Labs to help you find this month's best bargains. The holiday deals have started already with serious discounts for kitchen appliances, home cleaning products, and, of course, TVs.
So November is the best because everything goes on sale. Discounts tend to come and go across all categories, so you can shop and save all month.
This pair of deluxe noise-canceling headphones is among the best CR has tested, now selling at its lowest price in months. CR's robot vacuum testers say the strong suction and exceptional performance on carpets make this model from Dyson hard to beat. You can pick it up now for half off the sticker price. If you're in the market for a new TV, consider this higher-end option from Hisense. CR says this model performs very well for overall picture quality with a wide viewing angle that lets everyone in your living room see what's on screen.
Your best bet is actually to wait until Black Friday to buy a TV. That's when they're at their deepest discount.
A stand-up mixer is a prized possession on many bakers' countertops. If you want to pick one up ahead of Thanksgiving, there's a discount available now for this new KitchenAid model that excels in Consumer Reports tests. Always compare prices at different retailers to get the best deal. Prices are typically the same online and in stores for most items, but it can be worth it to double-check. Consumer Reports is an independent nonprofit. All the products we featured went through its rigorous lab tests. Want more information on those items? We'll look for this story on KXLY.com.
Always looking for a good deal.
Good morning, Northwest. Time is now 6:38.
Checking back in with meteorologist Matt Gray this morning. Yeah, a lot of us had some crazy winds overnight. We've been talking about it all morning long.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we were talking about branches down and things like that. And boy, look at Tico, 58 miles an hour. That is some nasty stuff. So it's still going to be windy today, but not nearly as windy as that. As we take a look at One Spokane Stadium, take a look at your forecast for the weekend. Going to be busy at One Spokane. Coming up.
And so to come here on Good Morning Northwest, she filmed without scripts and connected with viewers naturally. Spokane's Marianne Wilson died Wednesday after decades of encouraging people to move. Her daughter shares her mother's fearless vision when we come back.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
Celebrating 80 years in business with discounts for the decades. Up to 80% off store-wide and new furniture collections. The Tin Roof, locally owned, locally loved since 1945.
Avamere Southfield is so much more than just a home. We're enhancing lives every single day.
My home was heaven on earth, and now Avamere is heaven on earth.
Everybody's very friendly here and welcoming.
Come visit us and experience the Avamere difference.
Escape to Missisquoi Casino Hotel, just north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Enjoy the region's only non-smoking casino, featuring exciting ways to win, delicious food options, and a beautiful hotel to book your next getaway. Relax, rejuvenate, and discover more fun with our hotel amenities, including a sparkling pool, modern fitness center, and a convenient ski locker room designed for guests heading to the slopes. Plan your perfect staycation and book today at Missisquoi.com.
STCU and 4 News Now are proud to highlight volunteers throughout our region.
And that tradition continues today.
Through our Volunteers Count program, we celebrate dedicated people who help at nonprofits, large and small.
Their work benefits individuals, families, and our entire community.
Do you know of a volunteer who goes above and beyond? Someone who makes a positive impact and ensures others' needs are met?
We'd love to hear about them. Nominate them at kxly.com/volunteerscount.
Brought to you by 4 News Now and STCU.
Donnie, you know that saying, when the going gets tough?
Sure. When the going gets tough, the tough get a personal injury lawyer.
True, but the saying is, when the going gets tough,
the tough choose an injury firm like the Advocates that can go to court and get great results.
Also true, but the saying, when the going gets tough, the tough
hire a firm that will take on big insurance companies and win. Oh, and also the tough get going.
There you go. Injured? You deserve an advocate.
Celebrating 80 years in business with discounts for the decades. Up to 80% off store-wide and new furniture collections. The Tin Roof, locally owned, locally loved since 1945.
Can spending actually help you save? I'm Kirsten O'Connor with 4 News Now. On the next Money Saving Monday, we're talking cashback credit cards. I'll show you how to choose the right one and make every purchase count. Monday on Good Morning Northwest.
Welcome back. It's now 6:41. The fitness world is mourning the loss of a pioneer who helped millions stay active from the comfort of their living rooms.
Spokane's Mary Ann Wilson, the creator of the long-running exercise show Sit and Be Fit, died Wednesday. Her program reached viewers for nearly 4 decades. She built her fitness empire on a simple idea that small movements can make big differences. The registered nurse started teaching low-impact exercise classes at senior centers in Spokane in the 80s. She wanted to help people who couldn't do traditional workouts. In 1987, Wilson searched for a platform to share her methods with those who needed it most. That's when she began filming Sit and Be Fit at KSPS in Spokane.
For her to get up in front of a camera and do that was a whole different learning curve for her. And she believed enough in the vision and fearlessly just did it.
That vision led to 37 years of Sit and Be Fit. Wilson filmed her final season just 2 years ago. Her producer says she rarely used scripts and relied on her natural ability to connect with viewers. Wilson's daughter says her mother gave people hope that they could improve their health, no matter their age or ability. She will be missed. Wow.
Time now to plan your day. Breezy conditions through this morning, but dry, and with our sun coming up, I think we're going to have a nice sunny morning in many areas. Same for the afternoon. Still a little gusty, but you know what? Looking pretty nice. We should have some nice blue skies for a lot longer than what we've seen in recent days. Calming winds tonight, and that'll help us to get back down towards freezing, and we'll see a few areas of fog as we get up on Saturday.
It's now 6:43.
Spokane Valley firefighters trade their helmets for handlebar mustaches this November. Of course, it's all for a good cause. Mustache Mania 2025 has begun, and you can get in on the fun. We're taking a look at the hairy competition and how you can vote. That's next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Look, I used to be the early bird, the harbinger of the holidays. But now, I'm just mad. Northern Quest's Holiday Head Start is stealing my thunder with $60,000 in cash and prizes up for grabs. All before I can even become a leftover sandwich. I mean, what's a bird got to do to get stuffed and basted around here? Whatever. Enjoy your 60 grand. The $60,000 Holiday Head Start, only at Northern Quest.
Are my 5 morning alarms a metaphor for everything else I'm putting on, like my laundry or my 768 unread texts?
I'm just your dermatologist. You don't want all of this showing up on your face. Try Hydro Boost.
Neutrogena, weightless hydration that goes deep.
It's a 4-day 4-wheel drive sale at both Cal locations. As Cal loads up the lot with tough, loaded SUVs and trucks. And for 4 days only, drops their prices by $400.
Plus, giving you an extra $400 for your trade-in.
And $44 down is all you need.
When you live in the beautiful Northwest, then you better own a 4-wheel drive.
And today through this Monday, it's the best time to get a new 4-wheel drive at Cal.
When it comes to buying used vehicles, we know that there's a lot of options for you out there.
Make Colville Toyota your first option for quality used vehicles.
Before our cars hit the lot, we inspect and repair any issues that we may find. We care about our customers and our cars, and it shows with the extra TLC that we put into them.
If you're in the market for a new, used, or certified vehicle, come to Colville Toyota and buy with confidence.
Because we're your small town dealership with a big heart.
Attention high school sports fans. Your school could be featured on 4 News Now Game of the Week. Go to KXLY.com, vote for your favorite game, and your team could be the featured game on Friday Night Sports Extra. 4 News Now Game of the Week. Brought to you by BECU.
Hi, I'm Randy, owner of Rooter 911 Sewer and Drain.
Sewer and drain cleaning at half the price of the larger competitors. 24/7 service for all of your sewer and drain cleaning needs in Spokane, 535-3136.
Febreze. I don't know about y'all, but when it comes to working from home, I gotta have every part of my house clean. That means tidying up, then spraying my Febreze Air Mist to leave every room smelling fresh and clean. With that done, it's time to get to work.
Monday Night Football, Eagles-Packers at 8 on ABC and ESPN.
This month has come to be known as No Shave November.
And to honor the mustache, the Spokane Valley Fire Department is holding a little competition this month. They're calling it Mustache Mania 2025. Members of SVFD will battle it out over who can grow the best stash in the department. The first matchup, released yesterday, features Trevor the Woolly Bugger Britton against Brian El Bigote Treffery. To vote, check out the Spokane Valley Fire Department's Facebook page. Liking the post is a vote for Trevor. Giving it a heart is a vote for Brian. This whole No Shave November thing originated with raising awareness for prostate cancer. So
if you
there
guys
you go.
thought that we got behind Fat Bear Week winners, I have a feeling that we'll be getting behind these mustache races as well.
Good stuff.
Oh my gosh.
A live look right now over One Spokane Stadium. It's a big weekend there. A double header, if you will, on Sunday. Ooh. The Zephyr play at noon. The Velocity play at 6. This is a semifinal match for them for their big playoffs.
Big deal, big deal.
Yeah.
Exciting stuff. And
oh, you're working on your mustache?
Yeah, a little bit.
I see the thing.
Trying to agitate a little bit.
Get some growth.
Yeah, see if it'll grow a little more.
Yeah, by the end of the month, we expect a handlebar. We expect you some wax and all kinds of stuff going on in there.
Pulling out the wax.
That would be funny.
Yeah, we'll get some comments, that's for sure. Pulling out the wax on the ends there. That'd be funny. All right, well, Halloween's passed, but you know what? We've had really good conditions here this week with rain. How about that for the first week of November? Over an inch of rain, over 3 inches of rain over the past 40 days or so. I tell you what, we needed it desperately, and it is good to see. But maybe after several days where it's been pretty damp, probably could use a break. Well, we're going to get it today. Upper 40s, sunshine, a few high clouds, that's about it. It'll still be a little gusty, but not as gusty as those really strong gusts that we saw last night, 40s and 50-mile-an-hour gusts, as we showed you here a couple of breaks ago. For tonight, we will be down into the low 30s again. This is about average for this time of the year, so we have been very warm in the overnights with this active weather pattern, and we will see some fog development as well as those winds begin to calm down and everything will kind of settle in. High pressure is going to be taking over. It is an early snap of winter for the Midwest and down into the Southeast. In fact, a lot of times our temperatures as we get into Monday between here and, well, some parts of the Southeast are going to be very, very similar because we are going to be in a mild pattern and they are going to be in a very cold pattern for this particular time of the year. So just a sign here that winter chill is creeping closer and closer. I am a little concerned that we may be stuck in the fog for at least a good portion of Saturday just because of how calm those winds are going to end up getting, and we may end up seeing building inversions. So these are kind of the optimistic highs if we get a decent amount of sunshine breaking out after the fog and the low clouds in the afternoon around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. If we are unlucky, we may only end up in kind of maybe highs around 40 degrees or so if we stay in the clouds for the vast majority of it. It'll be sunny around the Palouse though for this weekend, and that's good news as we'll see some pretty nice weather for tailgating before the Vandals kick off here tomorrow at Washington State as well. Looking pretty nice. Maybe just a light sweater. Weather's looking good as well for Soccer Sunday. We'll take a look at your 7-day forecast and what's coming up for next week after this.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now weather is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort Hotel.
At Parker Toyota, we've got an SUV for every lifestyle, from the legendary Land Cruiser to the spacious Highlander and the ever-versatile RAV4. Your next adventure starts here.
And with the largest SUV selection in the Northwest, Parker Toyota has what you're looking for on the lot today. With Toyota's world-class reliability and top-tier value, your SUV isn't just ready for the road, it's ready for the long haul.
See our great selection of SUVs at Parker Toyota in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
Granite concepts aren't just for making a statement. They're for when she makes the goal that wins the big game. Our countertops aren't just for seeing the luxury in our designs. They're for seeing when it's time for a much-needed break. Granite Concepts isn't just for being in love with your kitchen. It's for being with the ones that you love. Granite Concepts. Beauty set in stone.
At Coeur d'Alene Nissan, the Rogue is ready for wherever life takes you. It's the crossover with advanced technology and loads of room. Luxury comfort, perfect for cruising around town, long weekend trips, and everything in between. And with the Pro Pilot Assist, the Rogue helps drive for you. Hands-free, feet-free, worry-free. Take a test drive at our beautiful dealership just off Highway 95. Nice cars, nice people, Coeur d'Alene Nissan.
Welcome to Wonders of the World. Come feel the magic inside. Fascinating and powerful crystals from the dawn of time. Incredible natural wonders and prehistoric artifacts. And talk about magic, you should come to Fantasyland. Thousands of pieces of fabulous jewelry and literally millions of beads. Remarkable, astonishing, and whimsical. Come visit Wonders of the World. There's magic inside, and you can take some home.
Rain or shine, day or night, good weather always reigns at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. No matter the weather, winning is better. Your 7-day forecast calls for fun at the Coeur d'Alene Casino.
Coeur d'Alene Casino, winning is just the beginning.
The sheets are wet again, the smell is so stuck. And why do all that charms make me say yeah?
Downy Rinse fights stubborn odors in just one wash.
Rinse it out.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Welcome back. Your time right now, 6:53, and it's time to get you ready to take on your Friday and the weekend in the morning sprint. Meteorologist Matt Gray is here to help you plan your day and your weekend with a look at our weather.
And we are tracking delayed and canceled flights around the country as the government shutdown drags into unprecedented territory.
But first, the Ferry County Sheriff's Office says all of Ferry County is experiencing a power outage. It started before 10 o'clock last night and is impacting Ferry County PUD customers. The Sheriff's Office says there is no ETA for when the power will be restored here. It says you do not need to contact them to report this outage. It also asks that people be mindful of the call load that their dispatchers are currently experiencing and only contact them if you have an emergency.
The Federal Aviation Administration has ordered a 4% reduction in flights at 40 airports nationwide that began at 3 a.m. Airlines preemptively canceling hundreds of flights ahead of the order. A check just a few minutes ago shows more than 1,100 flights have been canceled. Federal officials say reducing the number of flights will make flying safer. The ongoing government shutdown has forced understaffed air traffic controllers to work mandatory overtime without pay.
And a look here at home. Here's a live look at Spokane International Airport this morning, which says it's not sure if any flights to or from Spokane will be impacted just yet. But a check this morning shows 4 canceled flights and no delays, or 1 delay as of right now. And it's not clear if these are a direct result of the staffing shortages. Still, many travelers are worried about planning future trips, especially with holiday travel coming up. Travelers we spoke to say they hope the government shutdown will end soon so they don't have to worry about any of their flights being canceled. GMA will continue to follow the airport chaos coming up at 7.
The government shutdown is not just affecting air travel, but food assistance as well. A federal judge ordered the Trump administration to deliver full SNAP benefits to states by today. While the Department of Justice is appealing that, families all over the inland Northwest are stuck in limbo, struggling to put food on the table. Partners Inland Northwest continues to see a growing need for food in the community. In the last 2 weeks, it's seen a 40% increase in the amount of families it's serving. Washington Governor Bob Ferguson has dedicated a little more than $2 million a week in funds to food banks. Between that and donations, Partners says it does have more food to give out.
Well, after a pretty chaotic week of weather and a chaotic night as well with gusty winds and rain, things are looking very nice as we get up this morning. It is going to be a little windy, so you are going to feel a little bit of a chill. But other than that, I tell you what, looking pretty nice for today. Temperatures in the 40s this morning, and we'll end up in the upper 40s and low 50s this afternoon. Winds will still be pretty consistently over 15 miles an hour around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. That breeziness calms down tonight as we see chilly overnight conditions.
Breaking news, the U.S. military carried out another strike on alleged drug smugglers in the Caribbean, killing 3 people. That is according to Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth. In a statement, Hegseth says the vessel was, quote, trafficking narcotics in the Caribbean and was struck in international waters. The military has killed 70 people in 17 boat strikes since the start of September, as part of what President Trump describes as his war on drugs.
Certain obesity drugs will cost as little as $149 per month, and Medicare will start covering them under 2 deals announced yesterday by the Trump administration. The agreements with drug makers Eli Lilly and Novo Nordisk are the latest efforts to lower the prices of popular prescription drugs, including Ozempic and Wegovy. The companies will also offer primary care medicines directly to customers at discounted prices. In exchange, drug makers are getting breaks on tariffs on imported products and faster review for certain medicines.
In local election results, the race for one city council position continues to tighten. For Spokane seat District 1, Position 2, incumbent Jonathan Bingle still leads challenger Sarah Dixit, but by just 68 votes, less than 1%. Both parts of the Together Spokane initiative are still on track to pass. 55% of voters saying yes to the parks levy, just more than 61% saying yes to the Spokane Public Schools bond, which needs a 60% supermajority to pass. The elections office will release another round of votes later today.
Voters struck down a public safety levy in Shoshone County, leaving the agency struggling to make up hundreds of thousands of dollars in budget shortfalls. The Shoshone County Sheriff's Office asked voters to pass a public safety levy after the county commissioners cut a significant chunk of its funding. And it warned a levy failure could mean cuts to safety and the progress it's made on tackling major crimes in the area, like drug trafficking. We'll be updating election numbers for you tonight on 4 News Now at 5 and 6, and continue to bring you the latest results as they come in at KXLY.com/forthepeople.
And we will be back with a final check of weather coming up with meteorologist Matt Gray right after this quick break.
At 4 News Now, we're part of this community, sharing your stories, listening to your voice, and delivering the news that matters most to you. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Thank you.
I got this.
Thanks. I'm Alex.
I'm Jade.
The Veterans Day sale is on now at all Walker's Furniture stores.
Get some of the biggest store-wide savings of the year, including a double or triple sales tax discount. Or no money down, no minimum purchase, no interest financing for up to 5 years. Living rooms to bedrooms, dining sets to mattresses. Save big and make your home a space that everyone can enjoy.
And with a double sales tax discount, it's the perfect time to get your home ready for the holidays. Today through Tuesday at Walker's.
Tylenol is the #1 doctor-recommended brand of pain reliever. It's backed by decades of rigorous, credible research. From doctors, nurses, and pharmacists to moms, dads, and caregivers, they have all put their trust in Tylenol.
The sun is shining on this Friday as we look over One Spokane Stadium. It's been a while since we've had dry weather for the entirety of the weekend. That is what we are going to see. And you know what? It's going to be dry today as well. A little windy. We'll be on the lookout for a little bit of fog that may gloom things up at times this weekend. Overall, though, I think things are looking pretty good by November standards over the next few days. We're keeping an eye out for a couple of showers on Monday, and then as we head into the end of next week.
Hey, Matt, thanks so much, and thank you for joining us this morning.
We sure appreciate you being here. We'll see you throughout the morning with local news updates throughout GMA. It starts right now.